So this is an update to all the Obsidian nonsense that's going out. This art director has definitely exposed Obsidian for being a woke ass discriminating company. Ever since Mr. Hansen has come out and said he's doing everything in his power to make sure that they don't hire white guys, or as he called it, crusty white guys. They've been in the spotlight. We got Elon Musk tweeting about them. We got Grumps. We got all of us rage bait grifters basically call them out. And one of the co-founders of Obsidian is saying they must absolutely be sued. So this is not going to go well for them. I've heard rumor that Hansen's job is actually being looked at and he might get canned, which if I've never seen an executive or somebody that was a bigwig of a development studio cause so much damage with just their tweets, it's been Matt Hansen. This guy is totally deranged to the point where he wanted to make this game piss Elon Musk off. Like, instead of making a good game and being like, hey, let's have a banger that sells millions of copies, he's more concerned about sticking it to the judge, which is what all these little wokies are usually doing. Why cater to a spiteful modern audience that doesn't show up to turn out anyway? You could try to piss off Elon Musk. You could try to piss off Grumps. You could try to piss me off, Matt. Whoever you want, go down the fucking list. At the end of the day, you guys are clowns. And this guy's going to get this whole entire company sued for hiring discrimination. Right? They don't think that you're able to be racist to white people, but you absolutely can. That's discrimination. So here we go. The founder, one of the founders, is saying they need to be sued. And this is getting a lot of traction. Lots of people are covering this. Microsoft has to know about this by this point. So yeah, Obsidian Entertainment. We're looking at Smash's website. This good little article that he has right here. Written out, has all the ins and outs, all the details in it. It's a good little too long, didn't read, but he says the former co-owner and creative director, Chris Avellone, has now publicly called for legal action against the company over alleging some discriminatory hiring practices. This comes amidst discovering some troubling behavior by a current director, Matt Hansen, suggesting that the studio may be headed for a serious legal and potentially even harder hit reputational disaster, right? So he covered a whistleblower. Smash covered a thing about a whistleblower that came out, said it's a toxic work environment. There's DEI-driven hiring policies. Basically, that Hansen's evil. It's a really interesting video if you guys want to check it out. Smashing his fucking insiders, right? Maybe one day I'll become, somebody with little insiders myself, right? Now, I'm just joking. I'm good. Anyways, here's the comment that started all of it. Obsidian art director Matt Hansen put, reminder to black artists out there who are looking for portfolio reviews or job advice. My DMs are open and you'll always have my priority. We got too many crusty white dudes in this field. Please let me help you replace me one day. I want to go back to living in the woods. What a cuck. This guy literally sounds like a cuck. Please let me help you replace me one day. Well, guess what? You probably are going to be going to the woods really soon here because you're probably going to get fired for discriminating at the workplace. You're probably going to get canned. All right. At the end of the day, this capitalism and corporations that all these wokies hate, you're working for them. You're bound by their etiquette. All right. The bigwigs, when they see that Avowed loses money, when they see that your studio is causing problems, they're going to can you so hard. And it's going to be great. And you're going to have nobody to blame but yourself. Sure, you'll try to blame gamers. Sure, you'll try to blame the rage bait grifters like David Jaff already tried with Veilguard. But you're going to learn your lesson. So to say that you're going to remove crusty old white dudes from the industry, that's weird. All right? That's absolutely fucking weird. So a coworker at Obsidian, Josh Sawyer, actually retweeted this, who's another director at Obsidian. He's a studio design director. And yeah, you can see he's also director of Pentiment and other games that were in here. And of course, they got all their stuff in the bio and all this bull crap. Honestly, they're on Blue Sky as well, which is where all the map lovers and pedos and all these weird wokies are at anyway. They're all deranged. They all go to Blue Sky to complain about rage bait grifters. Interestingly enough, you can see they are openly encouraging blatant discrimination against white people. Imagine working for a company that discriminates against people, whether you're white, black, Asian, doesn't matter. So it says Hansen has openly mocked those who criticize him, including Elon Musk, claiming their objections would only embolden him. Imagine when Elon Musk gives you criticism about how a video game studio has no business discriminating towards white people. Your thing is, oh, my sweet summer love, you only embolden me. Or what was it? It was something to that effect, right? This guy is fucking Looney Tunes. It's caused a lot of fucking mess. Now, I think that this is a very bad look on Obsidian, and I think they need to fire him. How he still has a job, I don't know. But Chris Avellone, and we talked about this the other day, he spoke up. He worked with Obsidian. He faced Me Too allegations in 2020, apparently. They accused him of sexual misconduct, which led his career to be damaged. And in 2023, everything was retracted conveniently with both women apologizing. I've been there before. I've been victim of false Me Too allegations as well. It's happened. And again, when they finally decide to drop it, it's too little too late. That stuff haunts you for life. So here's the thing. He tweeted out, based on recent news, if you were rejected from an art position at Obsidian in the past few years, call a lawyer. Discrimination in hiring, especially for a Microsoft studio, can ensure you don't need to apply for a job ever again. And he's serious. He's saying it shouldn't cost you a cent to initiate legal action. The lawyers will know what the case is worth, and they'll do the heavy lifting. This has nothing to do with my personal politics, but I believe strongly that hiring discrimination for any reason isn't something the industry should tolerate. I hope you agree. And it's not. In any industry, actually, not just gaming. But the problem is, we're a gaming channel also, but the problem with gaming industry is it's being infected with literal poison. We're seeing all these people that are getting exposed on their tweets, on their Twitter, hating white people, hating men, hating gamers, pushing woke ideology. I mean, this has been the year of exposure on each and every single one of them. And it's awesome. Now, you can see Ian Miles Chung put Avowed art director at Obsidian, and Microsoft brags about being racist and sexist against white guys. It's in the company's unspoken hiring policy, which he's partly in charge of. And here's where it says he was emboldened. This is on Blue Sky, of course, because they're too pussy to directly engage. Says, oh, Elon, you sweet summer child, this will only embolden me, you sad sack of shit. So doubling down on discriminating in the hiring process. This is going to bite them in the butt, guys. Stuff like this will be shown in court if it goes that far. This has already been on the desk of the Microsoft execs that are in charge of firing this dude. And they have to have full accountability to can this guy. If they don't, they're complacent in this as well. That's the problem, is when it comes down to it, if it affects the money, these guys are going to do it. So it's funny because this is all shared by Ian Miles Chong, who screenshotted this. Elon Musk actually chimes in and says he's confessing to illegal behavior. Won't end well for him. And that's 110% fucking facts. This is not going to end well for him at all. And Elon Musk basically shared it out, saying, hey, Satya and Della, this is illegal. And yeah, sending that out to people to take a look at it that are in charge, right? So here's another game director at Unity who's coming out and actually saying, hey, I got rejected for an art position at Obsidian. Thanks for the advice. And Chris says, let me know how it goes without violating ATT client privilege, right? So here's somebody that's in the gaming industry saying that they were rejected for an art position. So they're a white guy. They have every reasonable, without any reasonable doubt to say, hey, I was discriminated for being a white guy, because this art director, Matt Hansen, has already come out and said he goes out of his way to make sure they don't hire white people. They're screwed. They are fucking screwed. So this says similar hiring practices have already been successfully challenged in court. Companies engaging in these kinds of discriminatory practices, even under the guise of inclusivity, risk massive lawsuits that drain any of their financial resources and tarnish reputations, and even more. As the parent company of Obsidian, Microsoft's liability in this manner can't be overlooked here. If legal action moves forward, it exposes Microsoft to significant scrutiny over how it oversees its subsidiaries. And that's right. because this opens up Microsoft to a world of problems, and they're not going to fucking deal with that if it causes that, right? Even though Microsoft has been up here with praising that they lead in diversity and inclusion and all this and that, discrimination is not diversity and inclusion, right? That's actually a public relations problem, and as Smash calls it right here, a public relations nightmare. So they definitely have to take care of this. For all the individuals that are involved, everybody calling it out, Matt Hansen is a problem that's going to cause a bigger legal issue for Oblivion, for Microsoft, if they don't get out of it. Because he's already admitted he takes place in hiring discrimination processes, guys. So Elon Musk is a beast for tweeting that out. He has, do they not understand when you fuck with the person that is like the leader of the most like prominent real-time interactive platform out there, word's going to get out faster than the news. So what do you guys think? This is an interesting situation that's developing by the fucking day. Let me know in the comments down below. Subscribe if you're brand new. We're almost at 94,000. Would love to hit it by the end of the year. That would mean a lot. I'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you so much for watching.